There's a detail buried in a recent announcement that most people are going to scroll right past. But if you actually stop and think about what it means, it changes the way you look at everything SB19 has built so far. Because this isn't another tour date. It isn't another single. It's something SB19 has never done before. They're putting a concert on the big screen worldwide, and the company making it happen isn't from the Philippines, it's from South Korea. The name is CJ4DPLEX, and if it sounds familiar, that's not a coincidence. CJ4DPLEX is the South Korean cinema technology company behind SCREENX and 4DX, two immersive cinema formats designed to make audiences feel closer to the action instead of simply watching it from a seat. Now that same company is behind the film version of Wakas at Simula, the Trilogy Concert Finale, which is set to hit cinemas worldwide in October 2026. On paper, that might sound like a simple concert recording getting a theatrical release. But the more you look at who's involved, the less that explanation holds up. Because CJ4DPLEX isn't known simply for conventional cinema. Its business is built around reshaping how audiences experience entertainment. What is this actually going to look like? CJ4DPLEX sits inside CJ Group, one of the biggest entertainment conglomerates in South Korea. SCREENX pushes the picture past the center screen and wraps it around the room. CJ4DPLEX operates immersive cinema formats such as SCREENX and 4DX, technologies designed to make the theatrical experience feel more expansive and physical. None of that is about making things louder for the sake of spectacle. It's about closing the distance between the screen and the person watching it. For a concert film, that distinction matters more than almost anywhere else. Think about what actually makes a live show different from streaming a song at home. It's not the set list. It's the lights hitting at the exact right second. The choreography landing in unison. Thousands of strangers screaming the same lyric back at the stage at the same time. That collective feeling is the entire point of a concert. And SB19 is about to run that feeling through a format engineered specifically to recreate it. Which is exactly why this isn't a minor story. The film isn't documenting some random show. It's preserving Wakas at Simula, the Trilogy Concert Finale, the closing chapter of SB19's Trilogy Concert Run, originally performed on April 18, 2026, at the SMDC Festival grounds. Just 2 days after that night, CJ4DPLEX executive producer David Tu Sun Song revealed that the concert had already been filmed for a big screen release. Now it isn't a rumor anymore. A release window is locked with a worldwide theatrical release scheduled for October 2026. And that single shift, from maybe to definitely, changes the size of this story completely. Because the people who stood inside that venue on April 18th are no longer the only ones who get to have this experience. The night itself can now leave the building it happened in. It can cross oceans. It can sit inside theaters in cities that never had SB19 on a set list. And that's where the real distinction shows up, the one between recording a concert and rebuilding it for cinema. A recording just archives what happened. A cinematic production can change how it lands on you. The camera can push in on a single expression at the exact moment it matters. The edit can control your heartbeat. The sound can wrap around you instead of coming from one direction. And with immersive formats layered on top, the room itself becomes part of the performance. Picture the members filling a screen larger than anything a phone or a stadium jumbotron could offer. Picture the crowd's energy from that April night surrounding you, not just playing in front of you. That's the promise here. And it's a big part of why CJ4DPLEX is such a striking name to see attached to a P-pop release. This is a company that's also behind the immersive rollout for Sony's Spider-Man, Brand New Day, one of the most anticipated blockbusters coming out of Hollywood. So on one side, a massive American franchise. On the other, a Filipino group whose reach has been expanding at a pace few saw coming. Both routed through the exact same cinema technology. That doesn't mean SB19 is suddenly a Hollywood-scale release. But it does mean their live shows are traveling into spaces P-pop hasn't really occupied before. And suddenly, that Hollywood-signed footage SB19 recently shared feels a little more interesting. At the time, fans were left wondering what exactly the group was filming in Los Angeles. Now, with a major international cinema project involving CJ4DPLEX on the horizon, some of those recent moves are starting to look like pieces of a much bigger international push. That doesn't prove the two projects are connected, but the timing is certainly interesting. And this isn't even SB19's first move outside the traditional concert venue. They've already put concert films into digital distribution, giving fans a way to watch a show after it ends. A worldwide theatrical release is a different animal, though. Streaming something at home is a decision you make in 5 seconds. Going to a cinema is a plan. You get dressed. You go somewhere. You sit with other people in the dark and wait for the screen to come alive. For a performance built entirely around a shared emotional peak, that ritual might matter more than people expect. Especially for this particular concert. Wakas at Simula isn't just another stop on SB19's schedule. It's the finale of a 3-part concert story. The title itself translates to something like ending and beginning, held together in the same breath. And now that ending is being rebuilt for a global audience instead of staying locked inside one night in one city. There's a bigger pattern hiding underneath all of this too. Every time a Filipino act steps into a space it hasn't occupied before, it becomes a reference point for the artists coming up behind them. A festival slot overseas is one proof point. Selling out shows abroad is another. Charting on global streaming platforms is another. But a full theatrical release, packaged and distributed like a cinematic event instead of just a music upload, is a different kind of milestone entirely. Because industries don't shift because of one enormous moment. They shift because something works once, then someone else tries it, then someone else, until what looked unusual starts looking normal. That's the real headline hiding under this announcement. Not that SB19 has a concert film. It's that a major South Korean cinema technology company chose to help carry that film into theaters across the world, right as SB19's international presence keeps climbing. Which leaves one real unanswered question. How much of the original night will this film simply preserve? How much will CJ4DPLEX shape specifically for the big screen? Those are two very different films. If it stays close to a straightforward recording, fans get a beautifully shot version of a concert they already lived through. But if the production leans fully into cinematic storytelling and immersive technology, Wakas at Simula could turn into something that never existed on April 18th at all. Something built only for this format. That's what makes the teaser worth watching closely. It's the first real signal of which direction this is heading, whether this is a recording with a theatrical release attached, or an actual reimagining of the night itself. Either way, the finale isn't staying where it happened. It's heading to cinemas around the world, from the Philippines to international markets where SB19's audience continues to grow. For P-pop, that's a meaningfully different kind of reach than a chart position or a viral clip. So when Wakas at Simula, the Trilogy Concert Finale opens worldwide this October, it's worth resisting the urge to file it away as just another concert upload. Treat it as a test instead. Can a live moment built for a few thousand people in one venue survive being scaled up for audiences a world away? Can that energy grow instead of shrink once it's filtered through a cinema built specifically to make people feel closer to what's on screen? We won't know for certain until October. But one part of this is already settled. The trilogy is ending on that stage in Manila. But on the screen, this might be where the story actually starts. This is Vyntra P-pop, where every P-pop moment has a story.